Welcome to Notre Dame Stadium, where they will shake down thunder from the sky to cheer on their Fighting Irish and hoping that plenty of echoes will reverberate in victory at the end of the game. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the South Alabama Jaguars, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Jaguars will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Handoff to the lone back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They go to the ground. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
Just a simple power play. Again, not sexy, run the ball up the middle. Physicality, offensive line gets to assert themselves, run block, which they love to do. This pays dividends down the road in the 4th quarter.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Bringing it back, it's Thorne. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Still on his feet at the 45. Nothing but green ahead. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back. Offense set on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking for room, it's Wood. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball is intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now they'll run it on the toss. At the 40, there he goes. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
They get a huge gain on that toss play, and this running back, when he's got the ball in space, watch out. You see when he's out in the perimeter of the field, he's able to pick his spots. He can make people miss. He's got a bevy of moves. Way to generate the explosive play.
That big play really has them in business. It's 1st and 10 from the 11. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
At this part of the field in the red zone, offensively, you're bringing all these tight ends in the game. You'd like to be more physical at the point of attack. That's why you're bringing the big bodies in, but they couldn't get it done up front, and as a result, it's a negative play.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the move, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And that touchdown just got this whole place going, didn't it? You got everybody doing the Irish jig. Touchdown, Jesus is happy. You got the leprechaun, he's dancing. The energy in this place right now is on another level after that score. No wonder this is such a tough place to come in and try to get a win on the road.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drop.
Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a 1st down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
Well, nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good game for this offense.
Eight-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, South Alabama. How about that quarterback taking the shot downfield and delivering to the wide-open receiver?
I love this quarterback, Reese, because he's aggressive. He wants to take shots. He's looking for every opportunity to show off that cannon and that arm talent. He showed it to all of us right there.
And he makes the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollack.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Makes the grab on the left side. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that one. Nice job.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a...
He's into the open down the middle. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
It was a really nice job on the route concept because they got the safety occupied, which opened up the deep middle of the field for the receiver on the post. He uses his speed. Nice job by the quarterback, putting it out in front of him. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. A fair catch called for and made. Here come the Irish back on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Leaves it with the back. Bulls his way forward. Still running at the 40. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. With the score tied at 14. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run the toss. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Big play to start the drive, a little tougher sense. Now a crucial third down on this drive. Back to pass, it's Miles. Fires to the middle. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Never in doubt. And they've regained the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's looking to throw it. Quickly complete.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. He knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
They'll line up for a second down play. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Fast motion from the offense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working, so this defense will have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
DB's right up on the receivers. Looking to throw it again. Pocket starts to collapse. He finds his man. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Offense gets set for second down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, South Alabama.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. He's got it. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, for this defense, they're going to have to find a way to bracket this slot receiver because of how athletic he is. They're going to need to make sure they've got linebackers and DBs surrounding this guy at all times.
And now on second down for this offense. The pitch to the left. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. Tripped up for the tackle.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide out in motion. The give to the back. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. They'll try to drive ahead on third and short. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, South Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they take a 21-17 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Jacksonville State is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in CUSA, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 8 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Miles. He looks that one in nicely. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1.
Now, a 4th down.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Such great starting field position.
It's just going to take one play, right? They've got the weapons outside. Give a guy an opportunity to make a play in the end zone. Think about the momentum change that would create.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. 2nd and short now after that completion. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. He'll try to do it himself. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Blasted as he lets it go. And the ball is picked off. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
South Alabama, 28, Notre Dame.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half.
15, set to kick off.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. a look at this South Alabama offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Runs through a tackle. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The forward pass used to be illegal in football. That one still is. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. Going for the big play. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. Right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. First down for this offense. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Here comes the offense on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Trying to get the corner. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
The old toss, right? Toss it to him on the perimeter, get on the edge quickly. The receivers better block on the outside. Go get me some positive yards, get a fast guy in space. Nice play call.
The Jaguars will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Snap in the shotgun. He'll pull it down. Turns it on at midfield. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
And the Jaguars look to keep this drive humming. Trying to find his man on first down. Quick completion on the out route. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
One of the things that makes this guy so dangerous is how good he is after the catch. If he's got any space around him, he's able to burst. He's able to make people miss and get extra yards for his offense. You saw it right there.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. The give to the left. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the tailback. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using the quick game. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these 3rd and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a 1st and goal.
Quarterback sneaks it forward and into the end zone for a touchdown. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Okay, ready? On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Dropping back, it's Miles. And the timing just a hair off.
It's now 3rd down.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he gets it out past the sticks, and Notre Dame will have a first down.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Notre Dame lines up quickly. They'll give it to the back. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. Inside the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Irish. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Takes the handoff. It's Wood. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
The offense lining up for a first down play.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Alabama 35, Notre Dame 24.
They'll run it out of the shotgun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
On second down, wants to throw it. Got the quick pass. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. Dropping back, it's Miles. Fires to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll come out throwing on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On second down, looking again to throw. They're trying to get to it. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
And now you start to feel desperate because down by multiple scores, the clock running out, 2.5+ minutes left on the clock. I got to do everything great now. I have no margin for error. My defense on this next possession, I have to get a 3 and out. I have to force a turnover. I have to do something to get me back in this ball game right now.
Push down for the tackle.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that subject in the ground.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curved some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
From the gun, the running back has it. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and have a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And this defense has done such a great job. Another sack on the day. They forced an interception. They've been flying all over the field playing great defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time. And they could use one here.
Okay, ready?
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Looking to pass. It's Miles. Finds his man down the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that first down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution, but
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Jaguars! And the pummeling has started. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 17 to Syracuse. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in.